So anybody who knows anything knows that E3 was this week, which is the biggest video game conference in, like, the history of the universe. I wasn't home in time to watch the Microsoft or the Ubisoft conference or whatever EA did to pretend like they're a reputable company. But from what I've seen online, basically Microsoft was like, hey, you like Halo? We still got Halo! Oh my god, Halo! And Sony was like, hey, you know all the stuff that Nintendo's doing with their Wii U and stuff? We can do that too! Look, we got Super Smash Bros! Kind of! And you can play Little Big Planet with your Vita like it's the Wii U controller! Buy a Vita, please! That being said, I probably am going to get a Vita at some point, but I digress. The main thing for me was a Nintendo conference, because it just seems like recently, most of the big games for PlayStation and Microsoft have been released for the PC, and I just get my stuff on the PC. But most Nintendo games, because, you know, Nintendo's like, oh, hey, you know how Microsoft and Sony give you the option of giving motion controls? Yeah, for us, you have to use motion controls. And because of that, most of the games that are made for the Wii or for the DS are only on the Wii and the DS. Overall, I thought the conference was kind of cool. It was disappointing that there was, you know, no Smash Bros. Release or whatever. Pikmin 3 looked awesome. I thought it looked really fun. I played both 1 and 2. I never beat the first one. I got to the point where, like, oh, your spacesuit's running out of air, so you're gonna have to blast off anyway. And I'm like, oh, hey, maybe I'm still gonna live. Nope. My ship crashed to the ground and I turned into a Pikmin and died. That was fun. I'm totally looking forward to Pikmin 3 4-player co-op. The whole organizing your troops on the Vita controller thing looks really cool. And Pikmin are adorable. And then you got Scribblenauts. I love Scribblenauts. And like the ability to make your own items and share them with people is amazing to me, because now it's like little big Scribblenauts. And now I'm pretty sure I'll be able to type in Pikachu and get something that looks kind of sort of like a Pikachu, and that is awesome! The thing that bugged me though is they didn't really go in-depth detail about the creation part. Like, they showed it in the trailer for the Wii U version, and then during the 3DS conference when they touched on it again, it wasn't even in the trailer, and they didn't even mention it. And that's the one part I'm interested in Nintendo elaborate. Please. I do think it was kind of stupid for Nintendo to close with Nintendo Land, though. I mean, when Sony or Microsoft doesn't exactly know how to close their conference, they make a video montage, and that seems to get the job done pretty well. But, Nintendo, you closed with pretty cheap-ass looking fireworks in a minigame compilation, which is not impressive at all. And then you had the 3DS conference the next day, which is pretty awesome because I have a 3DS and I'm really interested in all the stuff that's coming out, and I'm actually going to be able to get stuff before Holiday 2012, unlike all the Wii U stuff where it's like, ha, see you in 6 months. But the thing with the 3DS conference is that they didn't really reveal too much stuff we didn't already know about. They're like, oh, look at, this is how some of the stuff from the new Mario game is gonna work. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Are you gonna, new games? No? Okay. Granted, I am super pumped about Paper Mario, Luigi's Mansion, and Kingdom Hearts 3D. Not gonna lie. And then the other thing is, they didn't really touch on Pokemon at all, and I don't know if you've noticed, Pokemon, huge thing with me. The guy came out and he was like, as all of you guys know, we have 2 new Pokemon games coming up, and they're for the DS, but they will have exclusive 3DS functionality, and we're gonna get to that in a second. And then he goes off on this random tangent about Nintendo Video, and then he comes back and he's all like, and on the eShop there will be 2 games to download which will tie into Black and White 2. Here are their logos. Moving on to other stuff. That bugged the hell out of me. Nintendo, do you realize that Pokemon is consistently the #1 selling handheld video game on all systems? More DSs move off the shelf because a Pokemon game comes out than because a Mario game comes out. I am sorry. And right now the 3DS does not have any Pokemon hype to it. You have Rumble Blast, which is crap. It was fine on the Wii when it was just a downloadable title you just paid a few bucks for and you got to sit on the couch with your friend and beat the shit out of stuff with. That was awesome. But now that it's on the 3DS, there's no Wi-Fi, so you can't play with people online. There's no download play, so both people have to have the game. And the 3DS is still relatively a not widespread handheld, so you're not going to find that many people with the game, and it's not worth shelling 40 bucks out for a rehash of the same game. Nerd rant! That being said, I am super stoked for all the Nintendo stuff that's coming out. I think next Christmas I want to get the family Wii Fit as an excuse to buy myself a Wii U. Nintendo could have revealed some more stuff. I was actually kind of hoping that since the Wii U has a YouTube app, that they'd release a YouTube app for the 3DS, and then maybe a couple more social media things like Skype or Facebook just to compete with the Vita a bit, but they didn't, but that's fine. So what was your favorite part about E3? What games are you super psyched for? What games do you think they should have covered more? Or what things do you think they should have announced? Leave a comment. And subscribe to me because I am just that awesome, and I will see you next time.